Hey everybody, I'm out here at the Year Project with the Beauty Boost Nashville, hosting the Life Hack Station. Bam! But I'm not gonna let y'all see that because, yeah, you're gonna hear about it as we do this live. So here we go. Can I share y'all on here? Okay. I'm also joined by a couple of beautiful ladies. We're here getting our intentions set for 2023 so that we can have the most successful year yet. And so here we go. Y'all have your life hacks. So I'm going to start out just letting you know who I am, a little bit more about me. Just a real quick little brief, and then we'll get this party started. So my name is Yamana Mitchell. I am the owner of Healing is Work Coaching, and I launched my business in February of last year. I help women to make more money landing leadership roles because, yeah, I myself have lived a life confined, living in a box, doing what society tells me to do, all that kind of stuff. And I just want to empower women to give themselves permission to throw all that out the window and live life on their terms. No more out of obligation. We're not doing shit out of obligation no more. So yeah, Life Hack Station. I've turned hacks into an acronym. So we're gonna go through each one of them. But before I start, I want to read the morning affirmation that I started with because it was very fitting. So, standing up for ourselves. It is so easy to come to the defense of others. How clear it is when others are being used, controlled, manipulated, or abused. It is so easy to fight their battles, become righteously indignant, rally to their aid, and spur them on to victory. You have rights, we tell them, and those rights are being violated. Stand up for yourself without guilt. Why is it so hard then for us to rally to our own behalf? Why can't we see when we are being used, victimized, lied to, manipulated, or otherwise violated? Why is it so difficult for us to stand up for ourselves? There are times in life when we can walk a gentle, loving path. There are times, however, when we need to stand up for ourselves, when walking the gentle, loving path puts us deeper into the hands of those who could mistreat us. Some days the lessons we're to be learning and practicing is one of setting boundaries. Some days the lesson we're learning is that of fighting for ourselves and our own rights. Sometimes the lesson won't stop until we do. Slide you want to while you sitting here on a pen. There you go. Okay, so first hack, H. Have some you time. Have some you time. I know I cannot be the only person sitting at this table who has said, you know, I'm going to go do a thing for me. And then I said, oh, I don't have time to go get that massage, to get my nails done, to rest, to just be lazy, to take a nap because adults, for some reason, decided that naps were no good anymore after childhood. I don't know why. I love a nap. And to take it, you know, just a layer deeper, to give ourselves time to feel the feelings that we need to feel, to allow ourselves space to have that ugly cry breakdown that you need sometimes in the middle of having 30 other things on your list of life to live. And what that does is it puts your needs and desires on the back burner, and you begin to feel tired. You're constantly busy. You're feeling agitated and irritable. You feel unappreciated because you are making sacrifices for other people that you chose to make. And you're upset with other people, and there's resentment and anger building. And then you're upset because you've missed out on that vacation, that concert, that fun thing that you really wanted to do because you were busy living somebody else's terms, somebody else's life, waiting on people, whatever the case may be. And so that's why the hack H is for have some you time. I was on TikTok last week, and there is a woman that posted a video. She said, treat yourself like the love of your life. And I said, oh, this is so fitting for right here because we are so considerate, we are so kind and loving to other people, to strangers, to children, and we do not give that to ourselves. Why? We deserve it too, and we don't have to wait for it to come from somebody else. And so instead of living through FOMO or whatever the case may be, try doing things alone. Don't just wait on people to do things. Yeah. So the journal prompt, if you want a journal, on the back, what's one thing you're willing to do alone before the month ends? You got 2 weeks before January is out. Something you've been maybe thinking about doing alone. Maybe it's a restaurant you want to try, or a movie you want to see but nobody wants to go. Lunch. One thing you want to do alone before the month is over. Hello, whoever's watching live. I don't have a name that's popped up, but I want to acknowledge you.
I love those TikToks that's like, to the 12 people I was watching my videos, y'all need anything for the gas station?
A bag of chips, as a matter of fact.
It's like, yeah, Gatorade, please.
Okay. So we are moving on to A, which is act with aligned intentions. So there is a gap between where your current reality is and where you feel like you should be based on somebody's standards that are likely not yours. We typically say yes when we really want to say no. You may not like your job, but you're going through the motions because you feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing. You may feel like you haven't met the love that's supposed to be a part of your life, and you're a certain age and now you're behind in comparison to whoever else. And what that leads to is either you complaining while you passively wait for something to change, or you take inconsistent, misaligned actions. So you are throwing spaghetti at the wall every day, all day long, busy, hoping that something is going to land and shake down the way that you want your goals to go. And that ain't the way to do it. Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Yeah. So with that, you are stretching yourself thin, and then you feel overwhelmed. This may look like hopping around from job to job, chasing money, chasing a title that sounds like it's gonna lead you down a more successful path later on. It looks like ignoring red flags and spending too long dealing with people that you know are not right for you.
Preach. Guilty. Yes, guilty.
I mean, and this is romantic or friend, hell, family. Hell, family. Anybody can get it.
Business.
Yeah. And so with that, I want you to act with aligned intentions, because doing so is going to help you spend your time, energy, and money doing the things that you actually enjoy. And it's going to help you make real progress towards the goals that you have, instead of just spitballing at the wall hoping that it comes together. We don't have to band-aid and glue our businesses or our lives together. We can do it with strategy. And so with this, I just want to leave you with, when you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else, even if you don't say no out loud. And as Michelle loves to say, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And so the journal prompt for Act with Aligned Intentions: what will you say no to this week that will make you just a little bit happier? It can be something small. No, I'm not going to hit snooze on the alarm. I'm going to actually get it when my alarm goes off.
I feel like everyone here is just like reading me.
Yes, you're welcome.
Everyone's like, I see it, and I'm going to call you out.
Listen, this is church fellowship.
Yes.
What's that one thing you're going to say no to this week that will make you just a little bit happier?
Oh, there's another chair. Yeah.
Life hacks. Oh, it's on the back?
So journaling is on the back, and on the front is just the hacks. But yes, feel free to write wherever. That's your paper to take with you. Okay, and so on to C, which is to collaborate with technology. We have these smart devices at our fingertips that do so many things, and they're like computers, and we do not tap into the tools that are available to us to simplify our lives. And so let's say you forgot another appointment, you double booked yourself again, you are in a relationship and y'all need more date nights, or maybe you need weekend meal planning so that you can be ready for the week ahead. But you can never find time for either. There's not enough time. Or you might need a faster, easier way to send the same repetitive texts or emails over and over. Listen, as a business owner, honey, I send hashtags up to. I have so many short. We gonna get there. What this does, not collaborating with technology, it makes you feel like a bad friend because you've had to flake on your people 2, 3, 4 times because you're not keeping your schedule straight and you're trying to do way too much with the same amount of 24 hours that everybody has. Your partner may start complaining about not getting that quality time or whatever their love language is. Or you could not do that meal prepping and now you're spending outside of your budget to eat out because you did not plan ahead. That has been me. I am not meal prepping. We all a work in progress though. Nobody's got all this together. Or you find yourself typing that same message over and over every few days and you're like, I am really tired of typing this same damn message. So I encourage you to collaborate with technology, and that looks like using your calendar and using text replacement. Is anybody familiar with text replacement? Can I borrow an iPhone? So you go into messages, not that I'm not, and then, hold on. Yep. So if you're in messages and you click the little bottom left icon, hold it down, keyboard settings, text replacement, and you can put in like OMW is on my way. And that's fine.
You could have a shortcut, like
listen,
Y, and then it'd be like
even better. I rent my upstairs, and I have travel nurses, and I type in a couple letters, and it pulls up the whole paragraph of the person that might be interested in renting my property with the link and everything.
Oh, that is so smart.
And all I have to do is pop in the dates and their name.
That is so smart.
With being a business owner and being a brand ambassador, I have the hashtags saved under different things. So all of those hashtags pop up for whatever little shortcut I've given it.
Hashtags.
I'm not writing this stuff over and over again.
Text replacement.
Text replacement. I ain't doing it over and over. And this works in text messages and in emails. I use email templates. I love not writing things over and over. So the journal prompt here is, what's one way you can use technology to make your life easier starting tomorrow? Even if it's just setting up those hashtags. It won't take you but 5 minutes.
I have a hack that like everyone should know about.
Okay.
And it's technology. So there's a website and it's called Chat.GPT.
I just learned about
Yes.
it.
What is that?
It is like
Chat.GPT is an AI.
It's an AI generator and it'll do anything.
Yeah, and it's free right now.
It is insane.
It's
like,
on my list of things to do before the month is out.
Like, write me a 3-paragraph, sales email about this. I used it the other day because I was in a pinch and I had to cover our gentle flow meditation class. I don't teach meditation. I am not good at it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got on there and I was like, write me a 15-minute meditation on new beginnings. And it spit out this beautiful, like, guided visual meditation about walking through the woods.
I love that.
Anyways.
And to take it a step further, I was on LinkedIn and there was a guy that was talking about this particular tool, and he gave guidelines on how to like engage with it, so that it can like learn you and make it more accustomed. So I saved that link. Literally, that's on my list of things to do this month.
I'm excited to use it.
Chat.GPT, y'all.
I do think it's gonna turn our brains to mush, but for now I'm gonna
Listen,
use it.
yeah, it's gonna be the.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you. Yeah. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be that employee that we may not have, that extra little piece of help, because solopreneur is hard.
Oh, it's hard. But it's like everybody needs to know about
Absolutely. Okay, so moving on to the K in H.A.C.K.S. Keep your to-dos quick. So you may feel like you're moving slowly or making no progress on your to-do list. To-do lists are endless. There's always something to do. And with that, you get overwhelmed with all that you have to do. You get stuck in the overwhelm, and then you do absolutely nothing. Analysis paralysis, we like to call it. And then you beat yourself up for not making progress. So now you're stuck in this cycle of, oh, I got a lot to do, but it's too much to do, and oh, now I'm not doing enough. And it's a vicious cycle that you stay into until you feel motivated, maybe, to get out of the funk and actually get in action. And so my solve for that is to keep your to-dos quick. This is looking like breaking down your tasks into bite-sized 15-minute situations. So this could be sweeping the floor one day and mopping the next. It could be chopping up those vegetables in the morning so that they're ready to be cooked for dinner in the evening. It can look like anything. And I actually had a client, and she would say, like, I feel like if I can't do the laundry from beginning to end, I can't do it. And I'm like, but girl, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. You have a dynamic life. Get in there, wash, go do something else, come back, fold, or, you know, dry, and then fold a whole nother day if you need to. That's okay. Because, I mean, you're going to get it done. You're going to get it done. But why stress out about it? And so, yes, the tip that I have with the motivation piece of things, oftentimes we feel like we need to be motivated to do a thing. You don't always have motivation in your spirit. And so sometimes that looks like, let me sit down for 5 minutes and just do this. And when you are in it, you tend to be in the flow of it, and then you'll continue. But it doesn't have to be for a long time. It can just be for 15 minutes. But it can be for 4 hours if that's what you decide that you need to do at that moment. So yes, the journal prompt for this hack is write about one to-do thing that you can make bite-sized. What's something that you can make tinier than it is currently? And I'll tell y'all, like, for me, this week has looked like I've got 2 events on Saturday and Sunday. And I've got to come up with this and printing out so that this presentation and the deliverability of it all. But I had to be honest with myself about how long all of that takes. And so then it's like, okay, I'll work on this day. And then I'll move over here and I'll work on this portion of things. Stop overwhelming yourself with feeling like you have to do it all in one sitting, all at one time, all in 1 month. It may take a little time to do it, and that's okay, because it's unfolding the way it needs to. Final hack. S is for stay encouraged. Life is wild and crazy and funky, and will take you through the ringer and make you feel like you are never enough. Family, religion, the systems that are in place, they don't encourage you to feel like you are enough just as you are. You have to perform to prove that you're successful, that you are giving to the world, a contributing member of society. And that leads us to comparing ourselves to our friends, our families, our co-workers, people on social media that we don't even know, that's sharing a clip of their life and it's not even reality. It is just a little smidgen. And you feel some type of way in your relationships, in your jobs, and with your finances, because you're not measuring up to people who aren't you. Y'all, comparison is a thief of joy. And you don't know what they've been through to get where they're at. So your journey is your journey. It's okay. You're right where you need to be. There's no catching up to have to do. And so I just want y'all to stay encouraged. There's no rule book to life. There's no right way to do this thing. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. We are navigating this thing the best that we can with whatever the tools are that we have at this moment. And that's all you can do. All you can do is show up and do the best that you can each day. And so with staying encouraged, I like to give affirmations as the thing. Affirmations can keep you encouraged throughout the day. I use an app called I Am, and it sends me affirmations throughout the day. Affirmations typically start with I am, because I am, they say, is the 2 most powerfully put together words to then speak a thing into existence, to bring it to you. And so, final journal, what affirmation will you use to encourage you starting right now? This can be anything.
I heard a saying that resonated with me that was like, stop comparing your beginning to someone else's like middle or end.
Yeah.
It's like, stop saying.
You literally have no idea what people let you see what they want you to see.
Yep.
And we gotta respect that. And respect us. Stop trying to be on this treadmill of, you don't have to be on so-and-so's treadmill. Get on your own damn elliptical. Stay in your lane. You might not even like that exercise equipment they're using over there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So just to recap, the hacks are: have some time for you, act with aligned intentions, collaborate with technology, keep your to-dos quick, and stay encouraged. Thank y'all for sharing your time with me. Does anybody have any questions or a favorite hack?
Right now, mine's the chat thing.
So listen, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Especially when you're in a pinch. Like,
Yeah. It's about to be my life. I just started a newsletter.
Yes.
And so I will be tapping into these resources to help me.
Like social media captions, like
Yeah.
just the stuff that I sit there and stare
Yeah.
at. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I can build off of something else.
Absolutely.
But
Give me a little loose template so I can build off of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, well, if y'all do want to either book a call with me to find out if or how I can serve you as a coach, or collaborating in business, I am also open to that. Life coaches, we serve all kinds of purposes. So there's a call, there's a newsletter, if you just want to stay connected with what I've got going on, what's coming up, and then just my social profiles, all of them. You want to be in touch? Coach Yamz, YAMZ. Y'all see that there? That's what I did. I did that. It's my first one. I even went and bought the acrylic stand yesterday. Yes, I did.
Man, how crazy expensive are acrylic stands?
Child.
It is stupid.
Let me tell you how I walked in that store and I was like, why the hell is it $20?
I got so mad.
I was salty.
The cheapest one I could find was $13 at they have some at Dollar Tree, but they're like
8 by 10.
Yes.
I know, because I almost did it, but I was like, no, the FedEx man then gave me an 8.5 by 11.
Yep.
I can't shove that in an 8 by 10.
I
went in Dollar Tree and I was like, I can't.
It's like, why do you have to make it like 8 by 10? Why?
Well, thank y'all for joining me live. I hope you enjoyed these life hacks. If you want the life hacks, send me a DM and I'll send them to you with the journal prompts. Talk to y'all soon. Coach Yamz out.